Hello and welcome back to Green Money Momentum, where we talk about market movements, making money, and money momentum. Today, we're going to be talking about SoundHound AI. And with the way SoundHound AI has been moving lately, the word meme stock has been being thrown around very loosely when it comes to this stock. And typically, meme stocks refer to stocks that don't really have any intrinsic value, but are going up significantly just off of hype and momentum. And so with the movements that SoundHound AI has been having lately, having a pretty massive uptick, a lot of investors are starting to wonder, is this just another meme stock? And as you guys notice, I'm in a different backdrop today. So I'm actually at a hotel. I'm visiting some family for the holiday weekend. But even though I'm in a different backdrop, I still brought my gold Feng Shui bowl, as we are always bullish on the market. So let's talk a little bit about SoundHound, but before we do, I want to say that this is not financial advice, and I always recommend doing your own due diligence before making any financial decisions. So let's hop into it. We have seen an absolute explosion in SoundHound in just the last month. We have seen 224% gains, with the stock running all the way from $6.78 to now being at $21.98. And despite the negative news from the Fed on Wednesday, the strength in SoundHound has been incredible. On Wednesday, when Jerome Powell, the negative news that sent the market on a downwards trend, SoundHound AI managed to stay up. And despite having a little bit of a retraction the day after that, SoundHound recovered nicely and is still sitting at $20. And so when we look at the trailing 12-month, this stock is up 931% year to date and has managed to surpass all the other massive AI stocks. But what's impressive is when we zoom out and look at the 5-year chart, we can see that SoundHound is still trailing all the other massive AI stocks in the market right now. And so the reason why I bring up the stock comparison chart is just to show how crazy AI stocks and plays go. And even though SoundHound has had a really tremendous year, it is still trailing these other AI stocks and plays. So the reason why I don't like the word meme stock being thrown around with SoundHound AI is that I don't consider SoundHound AI a meme stock at all. And even though we've seen some insane gains in the last month with SoundHound, the catalysts that are pushing this stock up are not necessarily meme related. So when I think of meme stocks, I think of things like GME or AMC, plays that don't really have any intrinsic value or companies that just look like they're on a downwards trajectory, whereas SoundHound is the complete opposite of that. And so yes, when we look at SoundHound, they are currently losing money and they do have a negative net income and a negative earnings per share. But what's really positive is that SoundHound is continuing to better their balance sheet. So even though SoundHound has been under some debt the last couple years, when it came to the Q3 earnings for SoundHound, the revenues jumped up over 89% year over year. Which is really huge because that means that SoundHound has managed to almost have a 100% revenue increase in just a year. Going into 2025, their full year sales is expected to double. And as we get farther into the future, we're going to really see that SoundHound AI's technology is very useful and has a lot of utility. As of June 2024, SoundHound already works with over 17,000 restaurant locations. These restaurants use SoundHound for their AI technology to help them with orders and to help the flow of the business. And so from a business standpoint, the liberation that comes from being able to use AI to take care of the phone calls is huge. And there are a lot of restaurants using this. We have Chipotle, Jersey Mike's, Applebee's, Habit Burger, and many others. With the most recent catalyst, this being what sent the stock soaring up massively. So first we had the positive Q3 earnings, and then right after that we had Torchy's Tacos talk about how they're going to use SoundHound for all their locations. And don't just take my word for it that SoundHound is set to be one of the biggest AI stocks in 2025, but the biggest AI stock currently right now, NVIDIA, believes the same, as they have a stake of 1.7 million shares, so they are also invested. And SoundHound is not just used in restaurants, but it's also used in the automotive industry, finance, customer service, and smart device industries. Their most prominent customers include manufacturers like Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, and others. The company currently has more than 250 technology patents and supports voice AI in more than 24 languages, which I really like to emphasize that they're doing it in multiple languages because it shows that they're not just trying to isolate their customers to English or a US customer base, but they're trying to bring in everybody, which is really the future when we think about AI sound and technology. And when we look at what just Google has done in the last year, where you could actually translate in real time, Sound AI is going to be one of the biggest players into the future. So I've been pretty correct with SoundHound to this point, and I actually want to run a clip from earlier in October where I predicted almost exactly what has happened with SoundHound. What I think is interesting about this play is I could totally see a scenario where there's going to be a descending triangle. And when that triangle completes, that could create a pretty big squeeze from there. When something is trading in a channel for a long time, it's eventually going to have to go either up or down. And I think that this is still a play that has not been yet seen by enough eyes. And I still think there's a ton of potential in AI. So I think this market and this sector is only growing. I think SoundHound at a $4.69 price is basically a steal. I see by the end of 2025, this play could be up all the way up to $20 or higher. And so I was very bullish on the price when it was around $5, and I am still very bullish on the price when it's at $20. I don't think we're going to dip much below 20, and if we do have the opportunities to buy the dips below 20, I think investors should eat that right up. Because this is not a meme stock, and again, when we compare it to other AI plays in the market, it is still trailing those other AI plays, even though it is having a better year than them at this moment. And so personally, my strategy I've been doing with a lot of AI stocks is I've been buying options contracts far out into the future while these plays are still cheap, because I know the valuation has a lot higher to go. And for those titling this a meme stock, I truly don't see that they see the valuation when it comes to SoundHound AI and the AI market in general. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, whether you're bullish or bearish. So please drop your comments in the section below. Please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much and have a great day. See you in the next one.